Hello Cancer, welcome back to the channel. It is Kay. If you are new here, I am an astrologer, numerologist and spiritual witch here on YouTube. So Cancer, what is going on for the month of August for you? In terms of astrology, what I see for this sign is mainly a lot of activity around your finances. So as we start the month, looking at the chart on the right hand side, we've got the chart here for the full moon, which will be mid-month, but before we get there, the start of the month, the sun is actually going to be in the sign of Leo. So for you, this impacts on your education, your family, your extended family, your day-to-day trips that you have, and any ideas that you have. So where we've got the arrow and number 1 is the third house for you. Now the sun's energy is about health, growth, vitality. So it could be a message from the universe to really focus in on these areas of your life, because you've got the sun supporting you here with any thoughts or ideas that you've had, your day-to-day trips or travel that you're thinking of doing or that you have been doing, or anything to do with your extended family or your education. Now by the time we arrive at the full moon, which will be on the 12th of August at 2:26 a.m. GMT. This is my local time. It could be the same day for you or it could be the day after. Looking at the chart here, we've got the moon, which is circled up by number 2 in pink at 19 degrees of Aquarius, and opposite that we've got the sun at 19 degrees of Leo. So this is what's going to give us a full moon when you have these two energies in opposite signs. Now for you, this is where your finances come into it, and full moons can oftentimes bring around a need to make a decision about something. So this is going to be happening in your area of shared finances. So this is your debts, taxes, property that you may share. This is also the house of transformation and the house of what we call death and rebirth, where things depart and something else comes in new for you. So this is the 8th house, and this is actually where we've got the arrow and number 2. This is where the full moon is going to be for your sign. So this is, for me, when I looked at this, I thought to myself, okay, Cancer could have a decision to make around this, or Cancer may have a decision to make about something that will transform their life and maybe allow something to leave their life or move away and allow something new to come in. So it could be decision making around this for you. Now, 2 other things that are happening for Cancer around the full moon. First one is we're going to have Venus go into the sign of Leo at 0 degrees. So if we look on the chart, we've got on the bottom section of the chart, we've got circled in black, we've got Venus. She's at 0 degrees, and above that you can see the sign of Leo. Now when we have a planet move into a sign at 0 degrees, or this happens in someone's birth chart when they're born, it indicates that this is an area of life or an opportunity to create a new chapter. And it depends largely on where the energy will fall for the person, if it's in a birth chart, or where it will fall for them in a horoscope. Now in this case here, we've got it in the sign of Leo. Not basing it on anybody's chart. For the sign of Cancer, to me this seems to be finances, because it would impact on your 2nd house, which is not your house of shared finances, which is your other house where the full moon is going to be. It's the opposite house. It's the house of what you own yourself. So this could be a good time as we approach the middle of the month to really be thinking about your finances, what you own versus what you owe. And also with Venus going into Leo at 0 degrees and creating a new chapter for you, Cancer, this is going to be around your personal finances. And this house, the 2nd house, also covers things like your values that you hold as a person, like your morals, and what you see of value in life, like what you value in life generally. So this area of life could be a good part or a good time to really consider what it is that you value and what direction you're going in with this, and do you need to create a new chapter for yourself. The second thing that's happening is we're going to have the moon form a conjunction with Saturn. If we look back over at the chart, where we've got number 2 in the arrow, we can see the moon circled in pink, and then next to it we've got the planet which looks a bit like a H. This would be Saturn. So when planets conjunct, their energies are working together, and how this translates is the moon, which is about our emotions, and Saturn, which is about maturity. It can indicate withdrawal, and he can also indicate challenges as well. But with these two working together, I interpret this as a change in how we feel about something for some of us. So for you, Cancer, again, this is in your same area of life that deals with your shared finances, your debts, your taxes, property, the house of transformation, and the house of death and rebirth. So you could mid-month or sometime in this month, certainly around the full moon, have a change of heart about what it is to do with your shared area of life and your shared finances, or this could be a good time to make decisions about that part of your life. So as we move forward, by the time we get to the end of the month and we start to approach the new moon, which is going to be in Virgo this month, the sun would have moved from Leo into the sign of Virgo. And for you, again, you're going to have the sun's energy blessing your finances, your values that you hold as a person, and what you see of value in life. And also the body comes under this area as well. The new moon, which will be in Virgo on the 26th at 9:18 a.m. GMT, that's my local time, this is going to fall back in that same area of life that was touched at the start of the month. So a new moon is a new cycle, a chance to start something new, or a chance to go in a new direction. And for you, it is your third house. So where we've got number 1 and the arrow on the chart, this is where it will be for you. So this covers things like your extended family, your education, your day-to-day trips, your ideas and your thoughts generally that you have as a person. So what have you been thinking, the universe is kind of saying? What have you been thinking, and how can you use this to create a new cycle, or what direction do you need to go in? If it's not your thoughts, then certainly it can be your extended family, your education, any day-to-day trips that you have that would cover this house of life as well. One other key thing that's happening around this new moon is that we're going to have Uranus, the planet of unexpected changes, form a conjunction with the North Node in Taurus. So if we look over on the chart, we've got in black the sun and the moon, where number 2 is. This is the new moon, and for you that's going to drop down and be where house 3 is, where we've got the arrow and number 1. But then if we look over the other side, circled in pink, we've got the North Node in kind of lighter green colour, and just above that we've got Uranus in the kind of turquoisey colour. Now these two planets forming the conjunction, this is going to be around your hopes and dreams. So this is going to go over the other side of the chart for Cancer, where we've got number 2 in the arrow, where the actual new moon is in the universe. This is where this conjunction is going to be for you in that area of your life. So those two things are going to swap over for the sign of Cancer. So with the North Node is about your direction and where you should be going. Uranus is unexpected changes. So where are you thinking of going with your hopes, your dreams, your friendships, your networks and your co-workers? Because this area of life, the 11th house, where this is going to fall for you, it doesn't just cover things that we hope for or that we dream or that we aspire for. It covers important people in our life, such as friends. It covers people that we network with. It covers our co-workers and anybody that we have a relationship or a connection with that is not romantic in any way, but we are connected to them for a reason, whether it be business or because they're an associate or because they can help you with something. It's those kind of people that we have in our life. This is where this aspect is going to be for you. So what direction are you going in with your hopes and dreams and or with your networks? How can your networks support you with your hopes and dreams right now is what the universe is saying to Cancer. So it's a really nice place to have this conjunction. The other thing to say about this conjunction as well is that Uranus is a very erratic planet. To put it mildly, this is a planet that causes such a sudden and unexpected change, because that's the job of this planet. And when you have him under a sign like Taurus, Taurus is the sign that can kind of slow this down or make the change more gradual rather than, you know, all of a sudden and everything's chaotic and nobody knows what they're doing. So this is a good thing. And Taurus as well, which is actually influencing the North Node, and Uranus is about stability, the long term and the future. So the message here from the universe really is, okay, where are you going with your direction? What unexpected or sudden changes that you need to make are there? But how are you going to do this gradually and build on it so that things are stable, secure, and you are thinking about the long term? So the sign is going to influence how the North Node and how Uranus kind of act, or the message that the universe is giving to us. The sign will kind of influence that. So when it comes to your hopes and dreams and your aspirations, Cancer, for the month of August, as we close out the month, the universe is really supporting you with this. But what the universe is saying is, if you're going to make changes in this area of your life, or if you're going to go after the things that you aspire, or the things that you hope for, the things that you dream for, if you're going to do anything with your networks, your co-workers, your friendships, or people that are important connections for you, go for it. Make those changes by all means, or go in that direction. But the universe is saying with Taurus here, make it gradual. Make sure that it's something that is secure, steady, and it's going to work out well, and plan for it and think about the long term. So it's a really brief horoscope for all the signs this month, Cancer, because there's not much going on in the universe for the month of August, and sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. We don't have every month jam packed with a lot of energy like we have done for the past couple of months. Things are winding down in August, so I really hope that there was something helpful here for you, that there was something here to give you some kind of guidance or help you plan your month. So by all means, do give the video a like and drop me a comment if something did help you. And I hope you have a wonderful month, Cancer. If you're new here, why not subscribe? I'd love to see you here again. And if you are someone who's returning, then it's great to see you here again. So have a wonderful month, and I'll see you soon.